Hello, welcome. This is the Select Board meeting. It's January 7th, 2025 at 7 o'clock in the courtroom. And I'll notify everyone that pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, I'm hereby informing all attendees that a video and audio recording is being made of this meeting. So if you prefer not to be videoed or audioed, this would be a great time to make your escape because we're going to move forward. All right, thank you. On our agenda, our first order of business is to review and possibly approve the open session meetings of December 17th, 2024. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of December 17th, 2024.
All right.
Second.
We have a second. All right, no adjustments needed, then I'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. It is voted. All right, next we have a public hearing. We have a public hearing on an application for an annual weekday entertainment licenses from D&G Hospitality, LLC, doing business as Appetito, 54 Main Street. If someone is here to come up and introduce yourself to everybody at home too.
Rebecca Forte from D&G Hospitality. We're looking for an annual license so that we can host a bi-monthly singer-songwriter program at Appetito. This is a collaboration with the Sandy McKnight Foundation, and it hosts a singer-songwriter as well as allowing an open mic portion for local artists that want to test out their talents.
Sure.
It's mostly solo artists or duos, and the shows are on Friday evenings and wrap at 8:30, no later than that. So that's what we're looking for.
So this looks like on the application, it looks like you have the ability to do this any day of the week, Monday through Saturday. It looks like from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. technically. And as I understand it, and people at home will understand, it's 1 through 3 people and it's acoustic music. So it won't be heavy metal rock
No, none of that.
amplified and shaking the building.
It's a listening room
Right.
vibe, so.
That's great. No, I just want everybody to know what we're
Yeah.
about to discuss, and
Sure.
that those are the parameters of this. So, would anyone have any questions or comments, thoughts?
No, I think it'd be a great addition, I don't know.
Okay. And we have publicized this. It has been in the paper. Town clerk certification for your licensing. Okay. No one has any questions, so I'll open it. This is a public hearing, so I'll open it to the public. If anyone in the public actually has any comments or questions, would you please come up and introduce yourself? And we'll go from there.
Okay, Kathy Hall, I just want to know where I sign up.
That's great.
Just show
For
up.
poetry reading, or what's your specialty?
I have a beautiful singing.
I bet you do. A cappella, or do you need accompaniment?
Sometimes accompanied.
Okay, very good. All right.
You're branching out from heavy metal, but
That's it. No more rap for you, Pat. All right. Any questions, Sean, or any comments?
No, I think the 8:30 to 9 p.m. is a pretty fair
Yeah.
time constraint to put on. I know,
Yeah.
can get loud and there's people,
There's people above
residents
us, yeah,
up there,
definitely
even
want
acoustic stuff, So I think that's
Sounds good. All right.
pretty good.
Anything else?
all good.
All right, no other public comments? All right, then I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'd make a motion that we approve the application for an annual entertainment license to D&G Hospitality, LLC.
All right, and do we have a second?
I will second that.
All right. Since there's no other comments or questions, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So it's unanimous, and you should be good to go.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're very welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. All right, now we have the third item on our agenda is public comment. Do we have any people here for a public comment? Please introduce yourself yet again, and we'll go from there.
Kathy Hall, the Youth Commission. The ice rink is set up, but not ready to be used at this point. Please stay off the ice. We will post when everything is frozen and ready for skating. For now, we would like to give a huge shout out to our ice rink volunteers who braved the weather on Sunday, January 5th, to make the rink a reality. And it was cold. Norbert Johansson, Rob Maloney, Mike Klein, who spearheaded this project, Keegan Klein, Bill Hall, Bill Stewart, Josh Stewart, Nico Reska, Amanda Reese, the Lee Youth Commission Program Coordinator, Lenny Tisdale, Leanna Hall, Natalie Hall, Lee Davis, our new District 3 State Representative, Chief Ryan Brown, Adam Mead, Bill Burnell, Jake Burnell, Coach Joe Terzigny, who's going to be our maintenance consultant through this winter season, and yours truly, Kathy Hall, organizer of donuts, coffee, and hot chocolate. Another huge thank you goes out to Rob and Jess Maloney for their generous donation of 22 pairs of ice skates.
Wow.
We're in the process of organizing sizes and a plan for free rentals. Stay tuned. Again, we will post when everything is frozen and ready for skating. Please be patient. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think at 22 degrees with a 0 wind chill, that gonna kind of lock up. I'm looking at the 2-week forecast. I don't know if it goes above 27 in the next 2 weeks.
Whoa.
It's like,
No.
You know
it's
what?
right down there.
People go out and ski, so just put the proper clothing on
Oh,
and go
yeah.
out there,
I get that.
have fun,
Yeah,
and be safe,
sounds good.
right? And I
All right.
won't be there because it's too cold for me. Thank you.
All right, well, people are gonna have fun anyway, even though you're not there, Kelly. So, all right, thank you. All right, we have a policy, who's next? I see she's coming up, yep, come right up.
Hi, Select Board, it's Brooke
Hi.
Healy, Town Planner. I just have one thing for you guys tonight. We had a planning board meeting last night to go over the proposed ADU rules from the state, and we did come up and voted on suggestions for them. I did provide, I believe, all of you with a copy, so if you had any questions or comments or feedback that you'd want to give to the planning board, we will be sending this to the state by the end of the week, because the suggestions are due on the 10th. So they just wanted me to come tonight to make sure that you all got this, and thank you for your support.
Very good. No, I did review it, I know I got hold of Buck because I was
Yes.
on a different, and so is Bob, and Sean, we're all on a different meeting, but,
Yep.
yes, but thank you. And was anything amended after the fact? Okay, great.
No, the
I thought it was
entire-
well done.
The entire thing was talked through and explained, and members asked questions. No
Great.
other questions were really asked from the public, and they voted on it, and it was a unanimous vote. So we
Great.
accepted it, and we'll be sending it to the state tomorrow.
Great, all right, well, thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your time.
Thank you, Brooke.
Did either of you have a question for Brooke as far as that goes?
No.
No?
Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's during public comment. All right, we have general business. We have our first order of general business is to review and possibly approve a policy on prorating alcohol license fees. And maybe I should read this just so people know what we're talking about. The purpose is to establish a fair and equitable fee structure for new and transferred alcohol licenses licensees approved for licenses with 3 months or less remaining in the calendar year. And the policy would be, to be eligible, the policy applies to all new and transferred alcohol licenses approved by the Town of Lee Selectboard and the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission, ABCC. Licensees must be approved for their alcohol license within a time frame of 3 months or less remaining in the calendar year to qualify for a prorated fee. The prorated fee structure, new and transferred alcohol licenses approved within this specific time frame will be required to pay only 50% of the full year license fee. The prorated fee will be calculated based on the date of approval and the remaining months in the calendar year. The implementation is the Select Board's executive assistant will be responsible for calculating and collecting the prorated fee. Review and adjustment, this policy will be reviewed annually by the Select Board to ensure its effectiveness and fairness. Adjustments to the policy may be made as necessary to reflect changes in licensing procedures or fee structures. The effective date of this policy will be as of October 1st, 2024. So we're doing this a little after the fact, but the approval is the policy is approved by, was approved by the board, Town of Select Board, Town of Lee Select Board on January 7th, 2025. I would just open it up for discussions, and if you think this is fair and a policy we want to have.
Well, Mr. Chair, I think that it's very fair. A good example was, of course, the applicant who came in recently, they had 1 month left in the year, and they would have been expected to pay the full amount. So I think this is a very fair policy.
And I believe that full amount is $750, if I'm not incorrect. So $750 for 1 month seems a little excessive. So I think having some kind of, which we can come back and look at, some kind of prorated licensing fee for this is appropriate and fair to business community. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it makes a lot of sense for those reasons, and I think, I think Sabrina's got a lot of background in licensing, so be a great person to manage this.
Yeah, no, and she has a calculator, so she can always figure it out. So that's all good.
Abacus.
And abacus, yes. We're a little behind times, but not that far behind times. Anyway, so any other comments or questions or any adjustments that anyone would like to make or offer?
Well, Mr. Chair, I just wanted to mention too that another big factor in this is a lot of this is driven by the state's approval.
Yes.
So they may not know whether they're just gonna just make it or
Right.
just miss it. So it's not like they can say, oh, I'll wait a month because they've already gone through a long
Sure.
legal process. So sometimes they're kind of stuck with whatever that date, whether it be December 31st and they gotta pay for a whole year, or
Yeah,
January 1st.
that's a good point.
So
That's a good point. Any other comments? No? All right, we're all set. Then I would ask for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the proposed policy on prorated alcohol license fees.
Okay,
Second.
all right. All right, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Very good, thank you very much. All right, next on the agenda here, we have a common victualler license application from Lee's Corner Kitchen. Is anyone here to speak with us? Come right up and introduce yourself.
Hello, good evening, member of Selectboard and attendees. My name is Emre Semerci and I'm the owner of the Lee's Corner Kitchen,
Okay.
which is an upcoming all-day breakfast, lunch and dinner restaurant here in Lee at 62 West Center Street.
Okay.
And I'm here today to request a common victualler's license to legally serve food and beverage at my restaurant. This license is essential for us to provide a quality dining experience for the community. We are getting ready to fully comply with the health and safety regulations, and my team and I will be dedicated to maintaining a high standard of cleanliness and service at my restaurant. Beyond serving great food, our goal is to contribute to the local dining scene and be a valuable part of the Lee community. We aim to create jobs, support other businesses, and be a positive contributor to the economy. And thank you for considering my application. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Anyone want to, and this is, for those, you want to explain exactly where this is? Because this is, I know it's where we used to have Baja Charlie's, I assume? It's in that building, just so everybody understands where we're talking
It's
about.
the same
So,
building as in Baja
Same
Charlie.
entry and all
Same
that?
entry.
Okay, very good, thank you.
We are keeping almost.
All right, do we have any, do you have employees or are you already tip certified? Do you know that safe, through the Board of Health, do they need to be tip certified to do
I don't
this?
think he's applying
Just
for a
for
liquor
alcohol,
license.
yeah.
Oh, that's only alcohol?
Yeah.
Just food, no alcohol license right now?
We are
Okay,
not
all right,
serving
very good, okay. Just, I didn't realize it, I thought it was for all foods like this, not just tips, okay. Thank you. Any questions from the board?
No, I think this is great. Yeah, I'd like to see business come in after one unfortunately, pulls up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll just echo what Sean said. We're looking forward to going.
Yeah, can't wait to try it out too. And this is from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. All right, just to let everybody know.
And you're open every day except Tuesday?
That's what we were thinking, but we can extend it to
Well,
every day.
whatever you guys are planning.
Very good. All right, so 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Does anyone in the audience or any member of the public have a question or a comment?
I don't have.
If you want to come up, Kat?
You stay
All
right
right.
there.
Yes.
I just think this is absolutely fabulous, and another place that has breakfast.
I know, kidding, huh?
Oh my, we are so happy. So good luck to you.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Any other comments or questions? All right, seeing none, I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the common victualler license for Lee's Corner Kitchen.
Okay, do we have a second?
I have a second time.
All right, seeing no other questions or comments, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So it is unanimous? Very good, good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right. Very good. The next order of business right now is sign a purchase and sale. Excuse me, we have an opportunity, kind of a unique opportunity, to purchase a piece of property that would further protect our water source on October Mountain. We currently don't own every piece of property that might have runoff go toward either our primary water source or our backup reservoir. There's 2 reservoirs up there. And this offers us an opportunity to be in control of the properties that run off onto our water sources. So comments or questions, or how would you like to go forward with us?
I think
Perhaps we have a motion first and then
Yeah,
we'll
there you
discuss.
go.
How's that?
Sure,
Thank you.
you're the chair.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So let's start with the motion first.
Sure, I'll make a motion to sign the purchase and sale agreement for, this is actually 3 off of Landers Road is where you would get to this, if you could really get to it, but it's tough to get to that way. Yeah.
So do we have a second to sign off?
I will second that.
Okay, so for discussion's sake, also, it's anyone who goes to the assessor's map, and I think it's called Lot 4, and it takes care of Lot 4 and confirms Lot 3 on that particular zoning map. That's different than the street address. So, but again, it's for protection of our, future protection of our water sources, both primary and secondary. Any other discussions?
Yeah, I think it's just important to point out that this is a 17.8 acre lot,
That's good, yeah.
which per acre, I didn't have the calculation, but 52,000, a little more than that, is a pretty good per acre value for this property.
And to come up with that value, we did, by law, we have to use the assessed value from the assessors, so we checked with the assessors, and then we did reach out to see if it would be appropriate to see if the land had any other kinds of value to it. And based on our attorney's advice and the way the law is written, we decided we had to add that amount of what might be an appropriate review of the property onto the assessed value. So we didn't actually go and have an assessment done, other than by law we have to have that as our starting point. So it is, as Sean pointed out, $52,400 for almost 18 acres of land to protect especially our secondary water supply. So, any other thoughts or comments? Do you want to say anything?
Ultimately, it'll have to be approved at town meeting.
Yes, that's right. It's all contingent on approval at town meeting, which we'll talk about, not at this moment, but soon. Okay, any other comments or thoughts? And thank you for bringing that up, because this isn't a done deal until the town votes on it. Any other thoughts or comments or questions? Seeing none, then I would call for a vote to sign off on the purchase and sale.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So that is unanimous, and we'll be signing that, all contingent on town meeting approval. All right. We also have topics chairman could not reasonably anticipate, and we do. We have some, right? Where's the gas permits? Oh, yeah, last minute. Okay. Yes, this is the ADU last minute comments from the planning board. I'm not going to read them all, but I'm sure they're available because some of it's very legal comments having to do with how it might impact our zoning bylaws. So we want the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities to take our comments and think about them, and hopefully they will adjust some of their language to help protect towns also, and not just create more work for more attorneys because the language isn't necessarily quite as specific as it could be. So that was one of the things, and Brooke, thank you again for coming by and mentioning that happened. One of the other things we could not anticipate was we have some gas permits from Berkshire Gas Company. Application for a permit. This is for 45 Railroad Street at the Senior Center and Garage. They are, because of the work we're going to be doing, I assume this is what this is about?
Yeah, they
the
still
Araldi
have it down
building
as
and
the
the
senior
garage.
center, even though it's not
It's
there,
not.
but it's the Araldi building.
Right, the Araldi building and the garage associated with this so that we can move forward with demolition contract and whatnot that we need.
And we did, even though we do, this is for the town, we did not we didn't get the actual paperwork from Berkshire Gas till earlier today, so we
Right.
did not anticipate having it ready for you.
No, but, and it's good that it is ready now because they want to move forward with getting permits out, or requests for proposals and on bids. And so with this in mind, we can at least get the meter shut off and make the building safe for a future demolition. So, any comments or questions, or what's your pleasure?
Are we gonna handle these both, it's two gas
Yeah.
abandonment services, I mean, they're next door.
I guess if you're okay with doing them together,
Sure.
I'm fine with that. So the first one was 45 Railroad Street. This next one's 51 Railroad Street, which I believe was the old, is this the old Biazin building, or which one's 51?
I'm looking at Sabrina.
It's on the map, if you look.
Yeah,
I'll turn it, well,
page.
it just shows me a little square. It doesn't show much, but anyway, it's 51.
The 45 says senior center, which I'm assuming is the
Yeah.
I believe we're talking
Araldi.
about the
45.
DPW garage.
Yeah,
Oh,
45
so this is
the
way in the
Araldi.
back. All right, so it's in the back.
Unfortunately, different
Yeah.
utilities have it as a different, some have
Different
it
address?
as 47, some have it as 51.
Okay,
So 51's the DPW.
But we did put in a request for any gas on, to have it checked out between the former Biazin Welding, the
Yeah.
Araldi building, the Quonset hut, and the DPW garage, so.
and these are the only two that
Yeah, those
needed?
are the two that.
Okay, those are the only two the gas
So I
company
believe
found?
that one is the heater in the DPW garage.
Okay, very good. So nothing for Biazin at that point. Even though I call it the Biazin building, but we own it. So, okay. All right, so if we have a motion to approve both,
Mr. Chair, I move we approve the two Berkshire Gas applications for number 45 and 51 Railroad Street.
all right, thank you. Do I have a second? All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Very good, thank you. All right, there's no other last minutes, right? Those were the only two that we had, I believe, for last minutes. So with that, Ed, do you two, before I turn it over to the town administrator, do you have anything that we couldn't anticipate?
No, thank you.
All right, then I will turn it over to the town administrator report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair. So, first update is on municipal aggregation. So, happy to announce, we do have our contract with Direct Energy, and we will start aggregating the beginning of March. So, residents should see a letter within the next week or so coming that will explain the whole process and how they can opt out, opt in, etc. We've also posted it on the website today. There's a bunch of information, including a sample bill of what your new electric bill will look like, frequently asked questions, and more information on the opt-in, opt-out process. But just wanted to mention that again, that is, every resident who's on Eversource right now will get that letter. It is legitimate. But if they have any questions, call Town Hall, we can explain more. So we are gonna be on our first electric rate is gonna be for 8 months. And then, we will renegotiate and possibly join the rest of the Berkshire County group in aggregate on a larger scale. So emails went out today, it is on the website, and letters coming soon. On the public safety building, as we mentioned, we are gonna have a demo bid out by the end of this month for demolition to begin late February, early March. If anyone's been watching, they've started doing excavating test pits this week. So there has been some movement over there. We have all the utilities being shut off the end of this month in preparation for the late February demo. The Tri-Town Health Department is just wrapping up. They should be done in another couple of, by the end of this week with their move to Stockbridge. So anyone looking for Tri-Town, they'll be, I believe, reopening next week at their new offices in Stockbridge. Veterans agent can be now found at the EMS building up on Main Street. And
That's next.
DPW.
Those who don't know what EMS, it's the ambulance building
Ambulance garage,
next to the fire station. Just in case somebody doesn't know what you're saying.
And DPW is moved to 1185 Pleasant Street.
Good.
And Highway Department is operating out of there, so.
Great.
Budget, just wanted to mention that this board should receive their budget binders for FY26. Finance Committee will begin meeting on the 13th, and we'll hopefully have recommendations wrapped up by early March.
Okay.
And one last update, before our next meeting on January 21st, in this room at 5 o'clock, Senator Mark and Representative Davis will be here for a town hall meeting. So from 5 to 6:30 in this room on the 21st, they'll be here for a forum, questions and answers, and then we will convene the selectmen's meeting at our select board meeting rather at 7 o'clock on the 21st.
Okay. Very good. All right, is that it?
That's it.
All right, well, thank you very much. All right. At this point, I'll announce that our next regular meeting will be on January 21st. So come early and talk to your representative and senator, and feel free to stay around to 7 o'clock. We'll have our meeting here. And with that announcement, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned.